Welcome back, you guys. I am so excited for today's video, like for real, because I finally got my hands on a Pat McGrath Mothership palette. I can't freaking believe it. Listen, this was a whole experience, like opening this and swatching it and all of the things. It feels so luxurious. And today I'm going to create this look and let you know, is it worth the hype? Is it worth the price tag? Let's go ahead and get into it. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Heather and I love all things makeup. I love colorful makeup and indie brands. And if you guys love those things too, I really hope you will subscribe and don't forget to click the little bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. Like I said, I'm so excited that I finally get to try this. Honestly, okay, I got the Man-Eater palette today from Artitude, and if you've been here before, you guys know I've been like wanting that palette so bad for so long, and I had full intentions of filming with that today until I saw this and I got to open it. Like, I know it's like so corny, but I've said that so many times in this video, so prepare yourself. It's so corny, but it really felt like, I don't know, like a moment getting to open up like such a luxurious piece of makeup that I've gotten to watch other people do for so long. And honestly, I never thought I would ever be able to pick one of these up. And then they started releasing them and they were all like kind of similar. So then I didn't really want to pick them up. But when they showed this one, I was like, I have to. I finally have to try this formula. And I got some thoughts, so stay tuned for the end. So I picked this up on the Pat McGrath website the day that it launched. It is available on the site with a black background or a purple. I think the purple's only available for so long. The last time I checked, it was still available on the site though. But you can also pick it up at Sephora for $128. Now, I do know that Sephora is having a sale that starts April 4th. So you could even get it even cheaper, or you could get it off the site and sign up for their newsletter, create an account and get a discount that way. That is what I did. So I do recommend that, but I'm so excited to finally have one of these. So this is a futuristic eyeshadow palette with 10 luxurious shades featuring lush greens, luminous lilacs, and a radiant neutrals for transformative textures. And I will say these shimmers are like so sparkly and shiny and glossy and beautiful, and I'm just so excited to show you guys how I created this look. I'm so excited to have this in my hands. I know a bunch of you guys already picked it up. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it down below. But with all of that being said, let me go ahead and get you guys on over to show you how I created this look and to give you my thoughts. And if you guys are curious about anything on my face, it will all be linked down below in the description box. Opening this palette today was like one of those experiences. Like, I never thought that I would be able to own a Mothership palette. This is my first time trying them, which I'm sure I'll mention in the morning. But when I opened this today, I like loved it so much that I have to do it twice. But when I opened this today, it's just, I don't know. It feels very luxury to me, and there is some form of excitement, I can't lie, in owning a luxury product. And this is freaking gorgeous. Like, I want to look like her. She is stunning. But we're going to dig in to this palette. You guys, I cannot believe this is my first Pat McGrath palette. My first Mothership palette. I do have a Pat McGrath palette. I have a couple, but to be honest, I've not even tried them. And I know, but I wanted my first experience with them to be this. And I think this color story is so freaking gorgeous. So this is called the Petalmorphosis. And I've already swatched it, and I can't lie. Like, these are so sparkly. Someone commented and said that they didn't recommend I pick this one up because it didn't have any special shades in it. And I haven't commented back yet, but I would love to know what you mean by that. Like, does it get better than this? I need to know. Please let me know down below. But you can bet that I'm going to keep my palette in this packaging. It's so freaking gorgeous. Okay, so before we get into the palette, let's first address the elephant in the room. My bangs are so crooked, and I may have cut them a bit too short. Luckily, I have a hair appointment in less than a month, and they'll be like grown out some, and she can fix my very big mistake. I know, it's a mess, but I did my best. But let's talk about what I have on my face today. So I did one primer for once. I did I can't get it wrong every time. The Glowy Super Gel from SAIE. I have mine in the shade Star Glow. I've been using that product a lot. I really love it. And today I used my Fenty Beauty stick. I love this so much. And it's like, oh, I like get in the habit of trying new things. And I do try to go through my collection, and that way I'm using everything that I have. But every time I pull this out and use it, it blows my mind. I love this product so much. But what else did I use? So for concealer, I did the YENSA. I tried to do this one from LYS, and it looks good at first, but then I feel like it kind of separates. Let me know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but if you have the LYS concealer, it's the Triple Fix. This is just a sample. Let me know your thoughts on it and how you like to use it. So I tried to use, this used to be my favorite powder. It is from Lunar Beauty. This is the LUNARVERSAL setting powder. It's the one in the shade, oh God, I just slammed that down on this Pat McGrath palette. It's fine, don't worry. But it's in the shade translucent pink. I used to always wear this under the eyes, and I did it today and I didn't like it. So I went over it with the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush. I like this on the face, but it's too dark to go under my eyes. I'm a very pale girly. So I also used a contour wand. This one is from Charlotte Tilbury, and I have mine in the shade Fair Medium. I don't like this. It seems patchy to me, and I recommend the one from Rare Beauty over this like all day, any day. I mean, obviously I was able to make it work, but it's just, I don't know. I'll never pick this up again after I use it. I'll use it up, but it's not my favorite. It does take some finessing. So I did like all my cream products first. And for blush, I did these. These are from GLAMINATRIX. They are the Cream and Powder Blush Duo. I have the shade Berry Nice and Think Pink. So I did all my cream products first, and then I set under my eyes, around the T-zone and my forehead, everywhere that I have fine lines. That way everything doesn't sink in them. Although I don't have that issue with this foundation. But then I went over the bronzer with my Sigma. I love this. This is a matte bronzer. I have mine in the shade Medium. I think this formula is so beautiful. It looks so good, and it helped me fix the contour situation. But then I went over the cream blush that I used, which was this one, with the pink shade, and I like created my own blush. Oh, and I used a liquid highlighter. This one is from Unearthly. It's in the shade I'm Sprung, and I went over that because I kind of wanted it to be green and purple, so I went over it with Cat Shark from what's it called? I'm drawing a blank. It's BLACKMOON. BLACKMOON Cosmetics. So I have the shade Cat Shark on today. The packaging on these are so beautiful. I do want to try some more stuff with the brand because the stuff that I have picked up, I've really enjoyed a lot. So I would like to try more from them. But is that it? No. I did same brow products. I always do my Precisely My Brow, my Precisely My Brow Detailer, and the Patrick Ta Lamination Brow Gel. And for lips, I did the Lawless Forget the Filler Definer Liner in the shade Pink Slip with a Sigma oil, like lip oil. This is in the shade Tint. I love it so much. I got this one in PR, if you guys, you know, are curious. with my order from BLACKMOON Cosmetics, I also picked up another highlighter, which I demoed in a video. I'll link it down below. And I love that. But I also picked up some lip products from them. So I got the Harvest Cider and Hazel Lip Bundle. It's the Autumn Trio. The box is so freaking pretty. But look at these lipsticks. I cannot wait to be able to wear these. Totally does not go with today's look. I don't think it will, but we'll see. But the one I'm so excited about is this shade. Oh, it's so blue, guys. I love weird lip colors. I think they're fun and exciting, and it's like so inky. It's delicious. I cannot wait to put this on. Man, I should have done that with my Adept video. I need to keep these out so they're in front of me. I'm a very out of sight, out of mind kind of person. So I decided to leave my bangs down. I'm going to try to do my makeup like this because every time I pin them up, they look all wonky and weird, and they already do. So I'm going to see like if I can make it work with them down. Man, this palette is so like shiny and glittery and beautiful. There is some weight to it, like significant weight. That mirror is like one of the nicest mirrors I've ever seen in a palette. But these shadows are so sparkly, and the shimmers kind of remind me of the Unearthly Cosmetics formula. The way they're like so like sheer and silky, like it's kind of hard for me to describe, but it's giving the same vibe. So I'm excited to finally be trying out this brand. So I think I'm just going to play and like do my best. That's all we can do, right? So I'm going to start this out with an E06 from Singe Beauty. And I think I want to go into this shade. That shade is really pretty too. Might help if I show you. It's got like these little tiny like sparkles in it. But I do think I want to do this shade because I'm going to do those two. So let's start with the light purple. And we'll do this here in the inner corner. I'm so excited to finally be trying these mattes. I've heard so much, like so many good things over the years. And it's so exciting to finally get it in my hands. So far, so good. Like, we're getting some depth there. So this is going to create one hell of a smoky eye. Now I just cleaned off the brush, and then I'm going to use just a clean brush to blend out. And I'll probably like leave that as it is for now. I'm going to take the E04 though and do some work right here in this lower lash line. I decided to take a little more of that here because you can kind of see the angle I'm going for, the shape. I just uploaded my Adept video today, and I freaking love those looks so much. That first look, they're both beautiful, but that first one just really took me out. It was so good. And thank you guys so much for your comments and stuff on the video. It means a lot that you love my looks. It makes me so happy. You guys like hype me up so much, and it really does mean so much. I'm so lucky, I feel like, to have like so many wonderful supportive people in my corner. This is very cute. I need this E05 though. We're gonna just blend this situation right here. But I'm loving it so far. Other than my like wonky bangs. She's gonna like cringe probably when she has to do my hair. I'm getting it cut. I talked about it in a video recently, but I'm having so much breakage and stuff. I'm tired of dealing with it. So I'm going to cut it probably to like right here. I love long hair, but what's the point in having it if it looks like crap and it's like breaking everywhere? You know what I mean? But now I'm going to use another E06 and we're going to go into this deep green. Now this is going to be the true test. We're going to see how well I can blend this out and get dimension with just one shade. We're going to see. And I think the key to that, if it's a good matte formula, is going to be the brushes, the size of the brushes and all that. So I am starting this out with a E06 because it is more like tightly packed. And I want to start it out here in the outer corner, the place where I do want it to be the deepest. And where this shade's so dark, actually, let's do another E04. The little flat one, and I'm going to pick up some of that green and go ahead and put it under here, because if I do it now I can create that line that I will want it to follow. That way it doesn't like get out of hand. That happens sometimes. And of course I'll work on like blending that and everything later. For now, it is good. I almost picked up the wrong brush. Okay, so now back with the E06. We're going to work on this. Okay, so now let's move over to the E03. I'm barely dipping into that shade. I'm even tapping because I don't want it to like go too far. And I'm going to use this brush because it's more fluffy, and I'm hoping that it will get me like a really light wash of that color. And as long as I blend it out good, and then I keep moving in with the more tighter, smaller brushes that are more densely packed, I feel like it will help give me that gradient that I'm looking for with just the one shade. You could probably, I don't know, you might be able to use this to blend it out, but it is kind of pink, so I don't know if it would actually work without muddying up. I'm going to switch now to the E06 that I used, and we're going to like intensify, build all of this back up. I slept way too long last night, but I was like trying so hard to wake up this morning, but I was like trying to think of a street, the name of the street we lived on when my little brother was born, and like I wasn't allowed to wake up until I could remember. And eventually I just threw myself out of bed because I never did remember, and it's been driving me nuts all day, and it's so stupid, but I don't know why I was like dreaming that. So weird. This is definitely giving me that gradient though, very nicely. I'm going to switch over now to the E08. As you can tell, it's like bigger than the E06. It also like comes to a point. It's kind of like if the E06 and the E03 had a baby, it would look like this. It's a really good brush. Now what I'm going to do is just go back and forth with the different brushes until I get this where I want it. But you can kind of see like how I'm getting it here. Now you don't have to do like this deep color like I'm doing. You could easily just use the lighter shades and use this like deep, like it's like almost a forest green to just deepen up if that's what you want to do. But you know me, I like a challenge. Now I'm just using the E06, and I'm kind of taking this lighter purple shade up and over the green. See what I mean? I'm rhyming. That way it kind of flows, and hopefully like once I do shimmers and all of that, it'll make it flow even more, But let's move on. I want to use the E30 pencil brush and go back into that same shade and just add some more of this down here as well. Okay, so I want to use the E25 from Sigma and go into some more of this shade right here. And I just want to pick up a little bit and just color in the lid on this front half. It'll make sense later. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Don't want to jinx myself. Now, time for the shimmers, and I think I know what I want to do. I'm so excited to play with these. Let me just say, like, these two shades by themselves in the crease with this green on the lid in the back half and then this peach like on the inner part would be so freaking stunning. Recommend you guys try that one out. I know some of you already picked this up and I hope you guys love it. But we're going to do the Cliona Shine On. I need to order another one of these. I use this one quite a bit. I really like it. But I'm just adding some of this to the lid. Okay, so I want to go in with this shimmer right here. It's so pretty. I could do like this one, but I decided I want to use this one. These are so sparkly. Like, do you see that? They're gorgeous, but so thin. They're really, it's hard to explain. They really remind me of the formula from Unearthly Cosmetics. But that shade is like so glossy and gorgeous. I'm going to take it in just a little further. And then use a clean finger to tap. Now I have to use this shade. This is the shade I was drawn to first in the palette. It's so pretty. I'll show you like a little up close situation with it. It's so gorgeous. Let me do a swatch. That'll be easier, especially with my big head in the way. I keep trying to look at it. I can't help myself, but it's so sparkly. So pretty. Oh, it's like so fluorescent. Really ties that highlighter in. That highlighter was perfect for this look, which is what I was hoping for. This is so pretty. I love it. Everything I was hoping it would be. Honestly, it just doesn't do it justice. It's so stunning. I'm going to switch over to an E01 though, just in case. I'll clean it off. And then I'm going to pick up some more of that shade. It has the base of like this dark shade in the outer corner. Spray it with the MAC Fix Plus. Oh, I must have missed it because I got fallout. Not bad though. Love it. I'm going to also take some of this on the side of the E01. Spray it again. Because I'm going to plop some of this down here. It's like so freaking sparkly. Honestly, you could do like this dark matte in throughout the whole crease, or even like fill in the lid and everything. And let's do a swatch of the dark matte by itself. Something like this, and then don't use any glitter glue, or just use a very little amount and just press these like little, just press this shimmer shade on it and it would be so stunning. Like, do you see that? It's so gorgeous. Okay, so I think I want to use this shade right here to highlight the inner corner a little. I'm going to do that with another E30 from Sigma. And I think that is so beautiful. I cannot wait to see what this looks like after lashes and liner and all the things. That always seems to really make it come together even more. I'm thinking about changing the lip combo as well, but I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look. I am back with the finished look, and I know the lip is not everyone's taste, but I love it so much. This is from Unearthly Cosmetics. It was a part of their Devour collection, and it's in the shade Yummy. So I applied the lip, and then I went over and just tapped like this towards the top and the bottom, and then did a little like motion so I could blend it. Don't ask me what it's supposed to mean, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I love this so much. I think it's so beautiful. So for liner, I used two. I used the black one from Melt and the purple one. This one, I don't think it's available anymore because it was from the Bailey Sarian collab, the first one. It's in the shade Nightshade, but I mean, all you need is like a dark purple liner, but I did like a little smudging motion. I've really been loving that ever since I did my looks with the Adept palette. It made me realize how much I really miss dark liner because I usually do like bright liner, you guys know. So for mascara, I used the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara. And for lashes, I did the Style and Adorn. I did these in the Adept video too, and I love them. But, oh, I just think this eye look is so gorgeous and sparkly, and I wanted to show you guys what it looks like up close. So that is it. I had so much fun creating this look today, and I truly wish I could have created more with it, but I do have other stuff coming in that I do need to get to, but I love this look. I did use 5 out of the 10 shades, and like I said in the intro and throughout this video, this is my first time trying a Pat McGrath Mothership palette, and I felt like it lived up to my expectations. I feel like it lived up to the hype. I had a really easy time like with these mattes, especially considering I have such a fair skin tone, and this like deeper matte was really, really dark. When I did the other eye off camera, it took me like not even 10 minutes to do the eye. So it was effortless, and these shimmers, while they are not the holographic shifty things that I normally love, they are super, super sparkly and really, really impactful. I think this color story is really beautiful as well. I do wish there was a more matte to shimmer ratio, like equal, you know what I mean? Because we have 4, 5, 6, 7, well, like 6 shimmers and a more satin finish, but it's still a beautiful palette. And I was thinking like there is a certain experience that comes with picking up something like this luxurious. Mine's all smudgy, but like unwrapping it and opening it was truly a moment for me. And I know that's kind of corny, but it's true. I never thought I would ever be able to pick something like this up, and it feels special. So for me, that does warrant the price tag, but it just depends on what your preferences are, what you're willing to spend. I know the economy right now is crazy, so trust me, I get it, but I'm so glad that I picked it up. These are just my first impressions, however, because I still have 5 other shades that I do need to use, and me and Amanda are going on a date night soon, so I'm hoping I can do some form of a reel. And over on Instagram, if I can fit it on YouTube, I'll add it here as well, because I mentioned a look earlier using these 2 shades and then the peach, and I really, really want to create that look, so I think that could be really fun. So if you're over on Instagram, then stay tuned for that. If you're not following me over there, I do have it linked down below, along with everything I used for today's look, including this palette. If you guys are interested, I did buy mine off the Pat McGrath site. And last time I checked, they still had like the purple background options available. I just preferred the black. I don't know. It felt like it made the palette look more interesting to me. But with all of that being said, I hope you guys really loved the look. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. I think it's really beautiful. I would also love to know if you guys picked this up, and if you already have it in, what are your thoughts on it? I love hearing from you guys, but thank you so much, and until next time, bye.